I'm just about to pull. Make sure there's no personal information. Looks like 3 different plants in this order. The customer also wanted next day air, which is our fastest shipping method. And since it's getting pretty cold, they also ordered a heat pack. Pressure's on. I hope I get this right on the first time. So the first one is going to be one of the 4-inch philodendron pastazanum. We just got a bunch of them in, and they're all 38 bucks, which is like crazy. I think when I started working here, we had them at like 98 or 108 or something like that. I don't know. It probably take a long time. I look at all of them to make sure that they look really nice, and also that they look like our website, so that people like, you know, like get what they're expecting. Right as I said that, I think this one's my favorite. Check out all the leaves on that one. For some plants, we have them like, the one that you buy is the one that you get, especially for the collector plants. So for those ones, like we picked that exact plant. Any of the ones like this one that are just like, all of these are under the same SKU, they're just available as assorted. Personally, like to kind of take a few factors into consideration. So I take in the size of the plant. I don't want something that's going to be a lot smaller than the other ones we have, and I also don't want something that's going to be so big that it's like difficult to ship or costs a ton of money to ship too, like that we would charge a bunch more. I also really look for fullness, so for this one I feel like kind of looking at it from the top, like the shape of the plant is really nice, all the leaves look really good, so that's another thing that goes into it. And I also usually like to send people ones with new growth if possible, so that little leaf kind of coming up there is a really good sign too. All right, the next one we got is one of the philodendron Sharoniae. Let me just see. These ones are the Sharoniae small. I can find the extra small. Aha! Right there. Right, so this is a Sharoniae extra small. I think this might be the only one that we have. So I'm gonna pull it for now, and then I'll make sure that it matches the website, and I'll also just check in our inventory and make sure we don't have any more. Because I usually like to look at a couple just to like make sure they're really nice. This one looks really good, but like I said, I'm just worried that there's a better one out there, you know? Like, I want to look at all of them. The last one for their order is one of these big Preso Verdes. We tend to not ship these ones because they're so large. We would have to create like a Franken box of like 2 or 3 boxes together. So we're gonna go through the very fun process of trying to untangle all of these. And okay, for this one, I'm gonna like mostly look at the leaves, I think. I feel like every time I choose these, I always pick the most difficult one. Not on purpose. Oh yeah, there we go. The roots are like so big on them. Like when people buy them in store, it's almost a little tough to figure out exactly what to do with them. So I've been like wrapping them in damp paper towels. If they're small enough, putting them in cups, but these ones look real good. Lots of, you can see like all the new root growth on there, which is really great. It's definitely what we like to see.
Well, right now I'm just one of the shippers here. Right now I'm just packing a order for just a beautiful little white princess. The polyfill just kind of helps like cushion the plant. It helps like separate the leaves from each other, because in shipping you don't want the leaves to really touch since there's no airflow. If the leaves are touching too much, you could get some rot going on, which, you know, is never a good thing. This here is just kind of to keep everything together, is to keep the polyfill on the plant, and when I wrap it up, it's to keep the plant nice and cozy. The bubble wrap, it's the main cushioning. It's what makes sure that if it gets kind of knocked around in shipping, that the plant doesn't get injured. Spend a lot of time making sure that all the plants get everywhere safely.
Cleaning up the plants, some of these just need a little extra love. We're gonna try to do something more like holiday themed, so we have like some brighter colors, the reds. So we wanted to get a little bit of like holiday feel going on. Our little starlights are here. Pink Princess are over here.
Wow, is this a Bob C? Yeah. Hold on, how much? $50? Can you hold that real quick?
Can I? Oh,
Look
it's
at that.
water. See, spot watering. This is what it's about.
Oh my god.
These are scratch and dent. So these are 50% off.
So
Mamie Silvers.
Dang. So 30 something bucks for that?
Yeah, they just have some imperfections, but pushing out new growth. This is the newest leaf.
Ooh.
I don't know why this one's over here, but
Yeah, variegated burl marks.
yeah. The Melochrysum. We have all these that need some.
They look pretty good. They're pretty tall.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had to like restake them a couple times.
I'm propagating so many things. Propagating,
I feel like that's like every time I see you.
yeah, it is kind of like one of the core functions of my job.
What do you got today?
Today I'm working on some global grain because we're a little behind on those. I've got some skeleton key, which we haven't propagated in a while. And then I've got these really funky variegated micans that were overgrown. So I'm hoping once we propagate them, we can get some nicer foliage on them. I just finished a bunch of these Adansonii that are being a bitch to grow out. They have like really good stem variegation, but the leaves themselves really don't. So once again, hoping with propagating them, foliage will come out a little bit better. We've got Scindapsus hederaceus going on. This is one I've been growing out back here for a while, and now we're ready to start pushing out some 2.5-inch pots of it. And then yesterday I did all these Panatum albo. These are going to be beautiful little 2.5-inch pots. There's like 2 to 3 nodes per pot, so as they grow out, they're going to get really full. And then, of course, a PLHC staple, the variegated Hederaceum.
Wow, you got a lot here.
Yeah, all of these down here
Wow.
are variegated Hederaceum. And then these are also, pretty sure, yeah, like 2 nodes per plug, so they'll grow out a little bit bushier.
How long did it take you to do all that?
I think it took me like 4 hours. No, it's kind of fun though. I've just been listening to my podcasts. The Anything Goes podcast by Emma Chamberlain. A solid podcast. You can't go wrong. Feels like you're hanging out, just having a conversation with the bestie. I don't know. A lot of this is in preparation for the Northwest Flower and Garden Show in February, which is really exciting.
Thanks, Nathan.
Of course.